The contents of this podcast are for informational purposes only and should not be considered medical advice. If you have a specific health concern or condition, please consult a qualified healthcare professional for more details. Check out herguru.uk/disclaimers.
Five minutes. That's all it might take to completely change the chemistry of your day. In today's conversation with Zander, we explore how small moments of movement and play can help interrupt the stress cycle before it has a chance to take over. Hope you enjoy. Hi, and welcome to Work Stress Anxiety. I'm Cheryl, and today I'm here with Zander. Hi, Zander.
Hi, Cheryl. How you doing today?
I'm really good. Now, Zander is a Z play coach. That's right, isn't it, Zander?
Yes.
And today we're going to be talking about play as a nervous system flexibility thing, right? Now, before you start, I am going to tell you a story. I have given myself a mission to create a Spotify playlist this year, 365 songs, for want of a better word, that people can dance to at work.
Lovely.
Right?
I love that.
So I've kind of chosen songs that I like, that I know most people, whether it's hip hop or popular music, whatever, if they hear it, they have to, even if they're in their chairs, they have to,
Groove it.
they have to move, right? But the whole idea is literally, most songs are 5 minutes. They're from different decades. Some are from 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, noughties. Some is some popular stuff now. But the idea, they're 5 minutes, and you can literally pop to the loo, or as you guys say, the bathroom, and you can basically go mad for 5 minutes and then come back out.
Perfect.
Now, what do you think to that?
I love it. I love it. I want the playlist. You got to get it to me.
Okay, so but what I have to ask you is, you have to give me any songs that you think should be on that playlist.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna ask my listeners to send me a song that they think should be on the playlist. So hopefully by Christmas time we have the 365 songs on that playlist.
Perfect.
Yeah. Because to me, that's what play is all about. It's about being flexible. It's not one thing.
Yeah.
And for me, I love music. I love dancing. I'm not saying I'm any good at those things. I'm just saying, for me, I want to do something that I enjoy doing, and that's what I encourage everybody to do.
Perfect.
So with that in mind, and the fact that you've agreed to add songs to my playlist, I want to ask you, when people get stuck in stress, why might play, movement, work differently than them simply telling themselves to calm down? Because I think that's what most people do. They get themselves in a state, and they sort of sit there and they logically try to change their state, which to me just doesn't work from my own experience. But I'm asking you, Zander, what do you think?
Well, absolutely. You can't think yourself out of it, because the brain is in that stress mode. It's in that fight or flight. So the only way to get out of that is to change up the chemistry of the brain. And so you need to do that. When you play, your brain automatically knows you're not in danger. You're not going to be goofing off if a tiger's chasing you. If you're in any type of danger, you can't play. So by instituting some type of playful thing, your brain automatically goes, okay, I'm safe. So cortisol levels immediately plummet, and you start getting the dopamines, the epinephrine, all the oxytocin, all those beautiful brain chemicals start being released almost immediately. So that's how you can control your state instantaneously, versus if you're trying to think yourself out of it, it's really hard to do that, if not impossible. I can't do it. I've tried to as well if I'm in a stressful situation, but luckily I do have my tools. I'm not very much stressful situations. It's just, I always carry my balls with me. I'm always juggling and just having, trying to make the most out of every moment.
Now, I'll be honest with you. I've tried juggling. I'm rubbish. I think I can do two balls, but I can't do three.
Ah,
Does that matter?
um, um, Cheryl, there are ways I teach people how to do juggling with one ball, right? And you learn these different steps, and every step will start because what I'm trying to do is get the brain to do cross training. Juggling is what I call the ultimate brain exercise. You're using your hands, which are the gateway to the brain, like the amount of neuron connections that come through your hands, the manipulation of it. By incorporating your hands into anything, you're using a lot of your brain. But when you're using your left and right going in a pattern that the brain loves, the corpus callosum, which is your connector, gets involved, and it creates these rhythmic patterns of neuron connections that help your whole brain think differently. Plus, it gets you in what I call the play flow state almost instantly. So your brain relaxes yet stays focused. So a lot of people, when they say they could do two balls, they often do a non-cross juggle brain. They throw up and they're going like this, where the balls are just going in a circular pattern. They're throwing this ball up and then throwing this over to this hand. They throw this one up and throw it over to this hand. The cross brain is when you toss one up with one side and you toss one to the other side. So you're getting one going one way, one going the other. That's a two-ball juggle. So that's what matters, right? So that one is, if people are used to the other way, it's very hard to break those neuron connections and to create the other pattern. But you start off slowly, you start gaining your confidence with the one ball drills. And then once you get to the two ball, you do that for enough time where that becomes comfortable. And then you can throw in the third ball. But once your brain is in that third ball cascade where it's in this rhythm, and then after like 10 catches, that's when your brain's juggling, and that's when it officially starts just slowing down the world. It's just it like all your worries disappear because your brain has to stay focused on this rhythm. And so that's when you get into that state of just relaxation yet staying focused. So it's very important to actually get to that point, because then you'll know what it is. So, but I do have the easiest stepping program available to show people how to do it in videos. I try and do a bunch of videos on it just to say everyone should learn how to juggle. If you're a breathing human, you can use your two arms like this. Just start practicing, and eventually you'll get it. But you got to see that goal and achieve it. Like, to stop short of it will put your brain in a state of I can't, and then you want to go in a state of I can. That's why I have the steps, so you can learn each step and build that confidence.
Cool. Now, apart from, I know you love juggling, but apart from juggling and apart from going to the restroom and playing Cheryl's mad playlist, can you think of any other ways that people can seriously have fun in the work environment in a short space of time, something that they can do on their own?
Well, it depending on what space they have, how much space they have. If you have a little bit of space, one of the best exercises in the way to redevelop your body, getting your body moving is always the best thing to do. But one of the best things I've ever come across is a foot bag. So this is my ultimate play tool, by the way. I teach people how to make these. So it's a hemp fabric with hemp seed filled thing. It has an easy stitch pattern, but this becomes the ultimate play tool. You can throw them at each other. It doesn't hurt. You can bean people. You can slap them around, knock down cups, shoot into cups, play bowling stuff with it. And then juggling is also a possibility, and kicking it around. So when I talk about juggling, I talk about as the ultimate brain exercise. When I kick around one of these things, I call it the ultimate physical exercise, because you're balancing on your body. Like so your brain is doing amazing proprioception type of coordination things with balancing your body, but then you're kicking a ball out of the air, which is incredibly challenging for your brain, right? So, and then you're working your core, you're bouncing a little bit, which gets your lymph system going. So you're doing a full, complete body workout, but having an amazing amount of fun with it too. So the great thing about foot bag is you can do it by yourself, because you always can have another person in there adding to the fun of it, and everyone's working together. There's no violence. It's only cooperative competition. Everyone leaves a hack circle feeling good. So it's one of those things I'm like, I that's how I travel. I traveled the world with a backpack for 10 years, and all I did was play foot bag at every place I could go to, just go to a park and start playing. And then somebody cool would come and play with me. Somebody who was outgoing, fun-loving, didn't need to speak the same language, but we got that we were playing with each other. And then I gifted them one of my foot bags because that one of my friends gave me his and said, keep it in your pocket. It's gonna be the best gift anyone will ever give you. And that's what I do.
Okay. Now, you've intrigued me now. Where do we get a foot bag?
Well, there are other ways to do it on my website. You can purchase a kit that shows you how to make 3 of them. That's the goal, because once you've made 3 of them, you've got it down. Like literally, I can't tell the difference between mine and somebody who's just learned how to make them. I'll do them a little bit quicker, but not that much faster. But it's just a skill you can learn relatively quickly, and then you can give them away to other people, which is the ultimate goal. Then you become what I call an
Wow.
ambassador of play. So you can put your own designs on them, you can color them your own way, put your own logo. I put a globe on this; it's a world, right? Just because
Yeah.
I wanted to represent the world play with this, right? So these are my own personal brand. I have those available on my website for purchase, but they're $420 a piece. I'll pay for shipping no matter where you are in the world. But my goal isn't to sell them. My goal is to people learn how to make them. So if you play with me,
Right.
you get one for free. But literally,
Right.
it's like you can buy a typical foot bag at different places, and they're usually filled with plastic seeds, and they're just machine made. These are all have to be handmade, and that's what makes them so special. Because I want to bring the tactile
Yes.
senses back to the world. I want people to understand the value of making something, and then when you gift it to somebody, you're giving them a piece of you. You've put your energy into this thing. You've created this out of love, and you're gifting somebody not just something they can hang up on their wall. This is the ultimate play tool. You could put it in your pocket. Always remind you of your friendship that you created with this person, and they could just squeeze it if they want to de-stress, or this is an ultimate de-stressor. You know, my son and I just beat each other with them. That's amazing fun with my mom. I play a bocce style game where you throw one out and you can throw one with either hand to try and get closest to it. You know what I mean? You could my girlfriend, we slap them around back and forth. It's just a way of playing.
Cool.
Yeah.
Now, I'm interested in all kinds of plays, so yes, I'll definitely be interested in that. And it's interesting you say that, because I think one of the most important things we can do as human beings, and I think it's interesting because I see this as similar to the fact that we, as adults, we don't play. We're not kind to each other, and
No.
I think um, parts of the way, one of the best ways that we can be kind to each other, and when I mean kind, I mean doing something for someone without expecting anything in return, not
Yeah.
even a thank you,
Yeah.
just purely doing it from. And I think that and play go hand in hand together, and what you've just said about your foot bag is just, it's just a beautiful way that you can build connections with people, and that in and of itself helps with stress and anxiety.
100%. Yeah.
Zander, I want to thank you very much for joining me today.
Well, thank you very much for having
Bye
me.
for now.
Bye for now. Aloha.
Cool. Isn't it nice to know that before your next meeting, put on a song you love, move, smile, give your nervous system permission to remember that you're safe. Until the next time, bye for now.